July 14th, 1789. Paris, France. The world witnessed an eruption of enthusiasm and defiance that would forever alter the course of history, the storming of the Bastille. But what if, on this fateful July, hidden beneath the formidable walls of the Bastille, a dark secret lay in wait? As the defiant crowds converged on the ancient fortress, they chanted for liberation. Their fervor echoed through the city like a clarion call, and the gates to the Bastille quaked under the relentless barrage. The people, united in their quest for freedom, had come to dismantle a symbol of oppression. But little did they know what they would uncover within the fortress's shadowy depths. As the final stone of the imposing gate gave way and the doors creaked open, the brave protesters entered, their torchlight revealing long-forgotten, dimly lit corridors. Amidst the clamor and confusion, a chilling discovery sent shockwaves through the ranks of the revolutionaries. In the bowels of the Bastille, where forgotten dungeons lay hidden, a ghastly scene awaited them. Rows of cells, dark and foreboding, contained grotesque experiments, secrets the old regime had been desperate to keep buried. And as the doors of those cells were reluctantly pried open, the truth revealed itself in all its horror. Corpses, reanimated by unholy experiments, lurched forward, their sunken eyes devoid of humanity. These abominations, not unlike the undead of folklore, were ferocious, insatiable, and grotesquely distorted. The Protestants, unwittingly opening the gates to their own doom, were met with a nightmarish horde of the living dead. As chaos and terror enveloped the once defiant corridors, the echoes of liberté, égalité, fraternité gave way to screams of despair and the relentless gnashing of teeth. The revolutionaries had stormed the Bastille, only to unwittingly unleash a relentless tide of creatures that hungered for their flesh. This was no ordinary battle for liberty. It was a fight for survival against the ungodly abominations that should never have seen the light of day. Will this revolutionary French have survived this scenario? Let's see. Disadvantages. Lack of knowledge. The greatest and most harrowing challenge they faced was the complete absence of understanding regarding the nature of the infection. Unaware of the consequences of being bitten or scratched by the zombies, they often found themselves caught off guard. This lack of knowledge led to tragic consequences, as some of their own comrades succumbed to the infection. Resource scarcity. While the revolutionaries possessed firearms and ammunition, the finite supply of musket balls and gunpowder meant they couldn't sustain continuous firefights indefinitely. The constant expenditure of ammunition and the need for careful rationing put considerable strain on their resources, making the odds against them seem increasingly insurmountable. Disorganization. The storming of the Bastille was a spontaneous and chaotic event. The revolutionaries, while passionately committed to their cause, needed to prepare for an unconventional and relentless enemy. The lack of a central command structure made it challenging to form effective strategies, leading to moments of confusion and miscommunication during the battle. Fatigue and fear. As hours turned into an exhausting battle, fatigue inevitably set in. The gruesome sight of friends and comrades succumbing to the infection struck fear into the hearts of even the bravest. Panic threatened to undermine their collective resolve as they grappled with the dual burdens of physical and emotional exhaustion. Advantages. Firepower. The revolutionaries, armed with muskets, bayonets, and even cannons, possessed a distinct advantage in ranged combat. They could unleash devastating volleys of musket fire and artillery rounds upon the encroaching zombies. The sharp crack of musket fire and the acrid smell of gunpowder filled the air as they attempted to halt the relentless advance of the undead. Numbers. United by their unyielding commitment to the cause of liberty, the sheer number of revolutionaries in the heart of the Bastille could work in their favor. Organized into determined groups, they attempted to hold their ground, forming makeshift phalanxes and relying on the power of sheer numbers to fend off the approaching horror. Ingenious tactics. Renowned for their resourcefulness and adaptability, the revolutionaries swiftly improvised defenses. They used the environment to their advantage, erecting barricades from nearby materials and strategically positioning wagons to create bottlenecks, attempting to buy precious moments to regroup and reload their weapons. Their clever adaptability became a beacon of hope in the face of the unthinkable. Barricades. Drawing from their knowledge of constructing barricades during protests, the revolutionaries effectively employed this skill to create makeshift fortifications. These barricades offered temporary safety from the relentless onslaught, providing moments of respite for regrouping and reloading. But there are other factors such as timing. The element of surprise was on the side of the zombies. As the revolutionaries had initially stormed the Bastille with the intent of liberating political prisoners. The sudden revelation of the undead threat caught them off guard. Their ability to rapidly adapt to the evolving situation would have been a key determinant in their survival. As the battle unfolded, the revolutionaries who encountered the zombies first would have had to quickly relay their experiences and observations to others, sharing information about the nature of the zombie threat. The need to avoid bites and scratches and other vital insights would have been instrumental in their chances of survival. Ultimately, the outcome of this hypothetical battle hinges on the revolutionaries' collective resilience, adaptability, and ability to learn quickly from their initial encounters with the zombies. They faced overwhelming odds, but their unwavering belief in their revolutionary ideals, their resourcefulness, and their capacity to adapt in the face of an unimaginable threat could have been the key to their survival and potentially their victory against the undead horde. Now it's your turn to step into this alternate history. What do you think? Could the French revolutionaries, armed with their limited 18th-century technology and their unyielding spirit, emerge victorious against the relentless tide of zombies? Or would they become another tragic chapter in the annals of the undead? We would love your thoughts and opinions on this what-if scenario. Leave your comments below and join the conversation about this unique and imaginative battle between history and horror. Who will have won, zombies or revolutionaries?